Hi everyone, Jackson here. Welcome back to the daily endeavors for the 17th of February. So just to warn everyone once again, there's going to be a maintenance soon. It's going to be in 2 days, I believe. I think I got it wrong. I think I said it was Tuesday the other day. I believe it's Wednesday because I'm ahead of NA as far as time goes. So I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday 4 AM Eastern Standard Time. It's 4 PM for me, so it'll be a bit later in the day. I should be okay making a video for that day because it's Wednesday, not Tuesday, because I have time, so I should be fine. But I guess we'll see. Okay, so 10 seals, 2 quests, 20 items to merchants, deconstructing clothing items, defeating quite a few enemies, 70, and capturing a town in Cyrodiil. Pretty good set. I'd say avoid this one. It's unreliable. It's a pain in the ass. Trying to get this one done because the only time you can capture a town is when you can't travel to it. So usually you need to have a keep that's next to a town that can be taken. In this case, Daggerfall would be in luck because there's one right here, but it's so hard to predict whether or not this is going to be something you can just easily do, because if one faction owns the entire map, their faction can't take anything because all the towns are under their control and nobody else can get close to these towns because there's nothing nearby that they can spawn to. So I just find these to be so ridiculously unreliable that I skip this even when this is like one of the only options, especially when it's 10 seals. It's just not worth bothering with, I think. Actually, capturing the town is the easy bit, usually, unless a player spawns and fucking kills you. But getting there and staying there is the hard bit. Alright, so I just think these ones are way better. Alright, so I'll start with 20 items to merchants. This one's actually very easy to do. You don't need to, well, you need something, but you don't need to spend or lose anything. Right, so just find any merchant in the game, talk to them. I sold some items, I've like an add-on. But what you do in this case, just find an item that you have, the closest thing to 20 of or more, just sell it. You'll get the endeavor done, you go to buyback, and you just buy back. So you cannot spend any resources doing this one, and you can just get this one done really easy. Anywhere you are, basically, is doable. Right, so next up, I'll talk about 8 items at a Clothier table, because this one you can also get for free pretty damn easily. So the quickest way to do this one is just go to a clothing station, go to creation, just have some star materials. Star materials you can get from the Clothiers, as we saw before. So this guy sells all the racial styles, if style traits if you need them, not style traits, style materials if you need them, and then you can just get jute or whichever resource you can use from guild stores, and they're usually pretty common out there, especially both refined and non-refined. But yeah, refined is a lot cheaper than non-refined, so usually pretty easy to do. So what you do is just craft 8 items that aren't chest or legs, because they cost a bit more jute to make. There's no point going overboard for the same endeavor when you can just do these and it's a bit cheaper. So yeah, you can just do that and then go to Deconstruct and deconstruct those. Or if you do writs, you can also get some intricate stuff and deconstruct them on another character to level up clothing. Or you can do the freeway, which we do in Shadowfen here. Stormhold, the capital city in this zone, really easy to get to. You just take the boatswain, which is found in all the zones, but Stonefall is the easiest one to get to at the start. It's just here, and the boatswain is a dark elf male. His name's Falvis Ram. You can find him here. I've decided I will be doing like a endeavor setup video soon, so yeah, I'll be doing that soon, so that you don't have to listen to me tell you how to get here. I can just have another video for that sort of thing, for all the staple endeavors. So yeah, what you want to do is come to this section here with these 3 huts here. This one on the right, this lady will come through every now and then, but aside from her, you can just sit behind here and this guy never turns around to stop you. So there's 2 ways to do this. Either you can just wait for her to go away, or you can convert her into blood like this if you're a vampire, or if you have the Blade of Woe. And all you do is just take these things here, all these items, just make sure you don't accidentally talk to him, because that will cause you to not be hidden. Now this is also good because it also will start completing the weekly for you. The weekly is actually pretty easy too. So yeah, I think this one's really good. This one's not too bad either. Yeah, just consider that as well. So once you got your items, you just come over here to the Clothier station where we were before, and just deconstruct them. Now obviously if you were spotted while you're doing that, you want to just be careful of the guards on the way there. Because if you try to pay your bounty now, you'll lose all these items and you'll have to do it again. If that happens, you can just leave the zone and then just come back and everything should respawn in that little hut. But yeah, it's just worth trying not to have that happen. Alright, next up, quests. So there's a couple of easy ways to do this. Obviously the straightforward way is to just do quests in general. If you do just want to do some quests, I suggest just doing some of the zone story quests, because these ones, doing certain ones will give you skill points. And skill points are always good, especially if you're leveling your first character, because you need those things for things like crafting. So you can do that. You can also just do the daily quests in places like Rothgar or all the DLCs. They all have their own daily quest givers. There's like information out there on how to find them quickly. For example, the ones in Fargrave are found here, and they can be good because there's a good mythic that requires doing those daily quests. The most straightforward way though is to just do a bunch of writs. For example, most characters can just do, like I usually would just do a Clothier and either a blacksmithing or a jewelry crafting writ. Get the chance to get some gold quality upgrade materials. You only need a few bits of ancestor silk and all that stuff to do it, and it takes just a couple of minutes. So that is one way, but it does take a little bit of setting up. You can just do it at level 1 though. You just need different materials, and you can just buy that stuff quite easily on guild stores usually. So that is one way, and there's thousands of thousands. There's great add-ons out there for doing writs as well, which can basically automate the whole thing. And nowadays, it basically tells you how to do everything now anyway, right? So that will be most people's method for doing the quest endeavors. I will show you one other way that works really well for just doing some quests really quickly, but you just need to make sure you have a character slot or a character that you've just created that hasn't done any quests at all. Alright, so it's going to make a random character here. It's the same old stuff I'd normally do, so we'll just call this Endeavor Sacrifice. I'm surprised it's still not taken yet. Skip and load that one in. Doesn't matter what it is. If you want to keep the character, then obviously do a bit more of a better job at giving it some identity, but what I normally do is just delete the character afterwards, because I just want to be able to do this again when the time comes. Okay, so firstly, if you got some champion points, chuck a little bit into some places. You want Steed's Blessing, increases your movement speed, will make it so you're not super slow. Same thing with, you want Sprinter for reduced sprint cost, Hasty for improved sprint speed, and then Celerity for a bit of extra movement speed. That's all that really matters, I think, as far as when you've created a character goes. Right, so the very first thing I like to do is either use a hotkey to travel to my house by setting it up, or I go to Home Tours, go to Mara's Kiss Public House to find someone who's used this house in Recommended. If there's nothing in Recommended, just go Browse Homes instead and do the same thing, because yeah, sometimes it just doesn't show up there. So Mara's Kiss, and just doesn't matter which one you take, so I'll just go Vocal Guard in. Now you don't have to do this with Mara's Kiss. You can do it with Rosy Lion or those other base, like the quest-based housing ones. But yeah, Mara's Kiss is just not a bad option, I think. Alright, so once you're inside, all you do now is just leave home. And what this will do is it'll take you to a NPC that you can talk to. This NPC has a quest, and in order to complete the quest, all you have to do is just talk to them. So there'll be a person that appears right now. There she is. Talk to her. Just press E, and then complete. And that's one. You go outside. You'll be able to talk to the Prophet. He'll pop up here. He doesn't have a quest that you can do instantly, but that is another one you can do quite easily. So now, let me just put some better drip on this character, because she looks hideous. I mean, the character itself doesn't look terrible, but I'm going to dress her up well. There we go. Now that you're in Vocal Guard, come to the Mages and the Fighters Guild. There'll be quest givers here. There's Cyrodiil here, and then there's another one just at the front of the Fighters Guild entrance about there, called Icasar. And you can do the same thing as you do with the Innkeeper, like the Felan Demarie, where you just talk to them for a while and it'll complete another quest. So that's a very easy way to do it. And then from this point, I usually just log this character out and delete them. But if you want to keep the character, it's up to you. Alright, last up, we've got 70 enemies. It's a lot of enemies for a 10 seal. Usually it's like 30 to 40. That being said, it's fairly easy to do. Anything that is hostile to you is counted as an enemy, so very, very easy to get a lot of kills quickly. There's 3 ways I mostly suggest doing this. Firstly is to just use dolmens. Each dolmen will have like 40-ish, 30-ish enemies in them, so you only need a few dolmens to get this one done. The only thing is, yeah, it's just a bit slower than the other methods. You've also got public dungeons. If you can find one that doesn't have any players in it, you could just go through and mow down a bunch of the enemies in here. You can get 70 enemies very quickly using that method, a couple of minutes or so. I think the best way though, and has always been, is Scourge Catacombs, because it's instanced. Nobody else can actually come in here and kill anything that you want to kill. That being said, if you do attack an enemy and someone else actually gets the killing blow, unlike the other day with the class kills endeavor, this one, it doesn't matter. As long as you've dealt damage, it still counts for you with this one, which is good. But Scourge is just good because no matter what happens on the outside, when you go inside, the enemies will be ready for you, and there's lots of enemies in here. So to get here, home tours, look up the Earth Tier Cavern. This one here. This one here, again, just browse homes to do the same thing. Go into there, go back outside, it'll pop you out here. At this spot, just go north, follow the road this way, through the road here, get to the way shrine, and you'll have it now from this point on. Now when you get here, you want to go down the bridge. As soon as you hit the tip of it, here, just point towards Scourge Catacombs, and you'll land on this higher section here, and you'll usually survive. You just need to make sure you have the break fall passive here to reduce your fall damage, because I'm pretty sure you will die if you don't have that. Having a snare removal in here is really good too, because there is so much shit in here that slows you down. What I'll do is I'll put Phantasmal Escape on. And then I'll also have Vigor, so as soon as you get in, there'll be a bunch of zombies in this room. All you have to do is just light attack them, get their attention, let them all form up. This room's really easy to use because all the zombies are easy to group up because they're all melee. Now the only thing is they do a heavy attack that will stun you if it hits you, if you don't block it. So, right, so as you can see, already we're up to over 10. First room. So this is what I mean by the slows. This shit here, it'll slow you down like crazy. Right, so pull that group, pull these guys, keep moving. Keep applying your snare removal if you got it. Pull these guys. Pull these fire pits too. They have a bunch of shit in them. Pull this group here. Once everything gets close, just go nuts. Just make sure you got lots of healing, because the stuff in here does not mess around. Knife blades are great in here, because as you can see, you can use Soul Harvest to just rack up ultimate like it's fucking nothing. Also watch those bloody fears. You'll get feared a lot in here. Have a lot of stamina to break free and roll dodge and stuff. Okay, wouldn't let me interrupt him for some reason. Alright, so get in there already. And now we just keep going forward. You've got that 5 hit there with the skeletons in it. Got a bone mound here. Got a group of skeletons here as well. So what I usually do here is go into this corner and it just pulls most stuff over to you as well. Yep, so there's the bloody AoEs that slow you down. Just, again, be very careful. And again, we've got lots of ulti, so smash them. Yeah, knife blades are definitely the I think, the best for doing this kind of endeavor. No wrong answer, really, but I find this the most comfortable. And that's it. So just run through half the Scourge Catacombs on one side, and you will just get 70 kills. And that'll be your job done. So it just takes a few minutes as well. It's just a bit exciting. I'll just say that. Alright. That's everything. If you got any questions about any of this stuff, just let me know. But that's daily concluded. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your support as always. I'll see you next time. And take care. Oh, she closed her mouth. Good work.